Hey, good afternoon. It is 12 o'clock on Thursday, and welcome to Creating Your Healthy Truth with me, Barb. I'm happy to be here with you today, and I want to get started. I know I put on the Facebook that we're going to talk. I wanted to talk about cravings because I'm sure with everybody being pent up in their homes and not going to work or just hanging that you're bound to be experiencing some. So I just wanted to talk about, the cause of cravings and so on and so forth. Hey, Kath, how are you? And sometimes, well, first of all, our body is like a well-tuned machine, like we know when to go to sleep. It knows when to wake up, thank God. Your lungs are always working, you're breathing, and your heart never misses a beat, hopefully. So when those all get interrupted, it's usually, because of a reason. And a lot of times, our cravings, like can get in the way of that. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about our foods and our behaviors and how they can really be at the center of our cravings. I know last week I was talking about our primary foods, and that is certainly one of them. It's like if we're in an unhealthy relationship, or our job is not our passion and we're going every day and we're hating it, those kinds of things. Most times we will nowadays take comfort in, stuffing those feelings with food. Okay. And, last time when I talked about it, I thought about it after I got off, that one way I could have, hey, Marianne, I could have wrapped that up as, think about when you were a kid growing up and you wanted to go out and play kick the can, hide and seek, whatever your thing was. I used to like both kick the can and hide and seek. And, all you wanted to do was be out playing. You were connected with your buddies, you were having fun, and your mom would get on the porch, at least my mom would, and she'd be going, Barbara, calling me in for lunch or dinner, whatever it was. And I never wanted to go home to eat. I wanted to keep hanging out with my buds because I was having fun, and that's where I wanted to be. But then what happens is, as we get older and things happen in our lives, and it could be a cultural thing too, where if you're upset, oh, here, have a piece of cake or have a bowl of ice cream. It's cultural, and it's also, we just learn to take comfort in stuffing and eating and so on and so forth. Maybe we're lonely, it could be any reason. But and that becomes our source of comfort. I mean, let's face it, we all have things that go on in our lives from the time we're like 5, 6, and 7, and we give messages to ourselves, and off we go to the races. But a lot of that, yeah, well, that's a whole nother story. I could do a whole nother thing just on all of that stuff, but I'm not going to do that. But I did want to bring that up, that I wanted to wrap it up, and I got off and I thought, oh, dang, I should have explained it like that. It would have made more sense, put things into perspective. So now that we're adults, and we find ourselves in those behaviors, sometimes unconsciously, we just go there without even thinking about it. We have to really stand back, take stock, and think about, what we're feeling. And it really is important to do that. So I know I did cover that last time, so I'm not going to go back there again. But anyway, so I just wanted to put out a couple of things. So, lack of primary foods is one of them. Water, lack of water can also set up a craving. When we don't have enough water, it sends a message to the body that, you're dehydrating and you need hydration. Okay. And sometimes that takes the form of a mild hunger. So I always tell clients, you may think you're hungry, but sometimes have a glass of water, wait 20 minutes and see if it dissipates. And a lot of times it does. Or you might get a mild headache too. And if that's the case, drink a glass of water. You would be surprised in 20 minutes how it all just seems to wrap itself up. I also had, and like cravings, we call it the inside coming out, you know, where it comes from foods, you know, that you had growing up or your ancestors ate, you know. It's like a nostalgia or a connection kind of thing, where the cravings to eat those foods. But, you know, we should always look for healthier versions, you know, instead. I know for me, my growing up, it was like, you know, donuts, chocolate, peanuts, ice cream, you know, so cravings, heck yeah, you know. Hi, Christian. And, you know, but today, you know, I can't eat ice cream. I have a dairy allergy. You know, I can't eat the donuts. I have a gluten allergy. The chocolate I can still have, but it's 72% cacao, it's organic, and there's no dairy. So I do have one vice left there. But we always try to seek out healthier versions of what those were. Okay, so, and seasonal. Often our body will crave things in season, you know. Like in spring, most people like, you know, the dark leafy greens. That's when all the greens are coming out, okay? And that's great for your respiratory, your blood. I mean, it's your bones. Leafy greens are the best. And then the fruits, you know, which are also very hydrating too, you know, like grapefruit, oranges, you know, all of that. So, and in the fall, we like the grounding, like the rooted vegetables, you know, squashes and all that kind of stuff. So, and in the winter, we like heat producing foods like meat, oil, and fat. It's amazing how the seasons, how we, you know, have cravings for various things, and, you know, and that's why. So, lack of nutrients. You know, if your body is not getting enough nutrients, like let's say you're having a mineral deficit, you're going to have a salt craving, you know. And the one thing to remember is that, you know, people always think of cravings as like a weakness when it's not. I mean, cravings are really important information for you. Your body's talking to you. And as I always say, we really have to learn to listen to our bodies, because our bodies are telling us what it needs. If it's hurting, it's telling you, no more of that stuff. Or if it's like, sometimes I'll get a craving for a hamburger. It's the craziest thing. I'll crave meat. And I am a O positive blood type, so meat is a part of my institution, if you will. So I'll get a meat craving, you know, maybe every couple of weeks, and I'll have it. And it's really interesting how I feel so much more grounded and I have more clarity. I know it sounds a little crazy, but I'm telling you, it happens to me. So, and hormonal, you know, when women are menstruating or they're pregnant, or, you know, the testosterone, the estrogen, all that stuff's going woo, 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 woo. You know, you're going to have really unique cravings. So hang on, buckle in. Hey, Barb, how are you? Hey, Christian, thank you. And now there's de-evolution. You know, sometimes, you know, things are going really well. We probably got that promotion or whatever we wanted, or we found the love of our life, or let me see, you got the house you always wanted, you know. Sometimes when those things happen, there'll be a little bit of self-sabotage that may come into play, like everything's going really good now, so I got to screw it up. You know, we may not be saying that consciously, okay, but that will occur, and then you'll have all these cravings that will totally throw you off. Okay, so I just wanted to put that out there. But that's pretty much it. You know, listen to your body. You know, a lot of times, I know if we're feeding it foods that aren't nutrients that our body needs, you'll still feel hungry because your body's like, come on, man, give me the good stuff. you know, because it's not getting the nutrients it needs. So you're always going to have that feeling of hunger until you satisfy that, you know. So listen to your body and think about that, you know, next time you get the cravings or things are going on, you know, you'll be the better for it for sure. Hey, Joanne. So that was pretty much it. It's a short and sweet one today. I just happened to be thinking about that, so I thought I'd share that with you. So, you know, when the cravings come, maybe keep a journal nearby and jot things down. I tell you, you'll see patterns, all kinds of stuff. It's great. So that's it from me for today. Also, I wanted to say, on the last time I mentioned how I have you guys jumping from one group to another to see my lives. And what I'm doing here is that I am trying to set up the group Creating Your Healthy Truth with Barb for people who are really interested in knowing more about health. You know, they may have some issues or whatever, and they just want to be educated, because this whole platform is to educate people, because I find not a lot of people know about the food industry, what's happening, what foods can do for you, what foods can not do for you. And so I've made it my mission and passion to do more education. So that's the purpose of the group. And I also have it set up where to become a member of the group, you know, you have to answer a couple of questions, you know, because I want to make sure it's people that are there for a purpose, you know, for either sharing, learning, whatever. So probably till the end of May, I'll be doing my lives from my personal page here in Facebook. And then I'm going to switch it over to my group. So if you want to be able to be involved in this, which is also where I post a lot of things, you know, videos, I can put this up for the cravings, notes that I said I would put up there, I put up that you have access to, and you can copy and paste and download or whatever you want to do with them. They're there for you, okay? So I just wanted to get that straight. I know I was like, I'll let you know by Thursday for sure. And so that's my plan. So if you know of anyone who would want to be a part of this, please, by all means, give them the name of the group, Creating Your Healthy Truth with Barb, and then they can answer a couple questions. Nothing big, you know, it's pretty simple. And then I'll let you in, and we can grow our group with all people that are there for the same reason and purpose, okay? So have an awesome day. It was great having you here with me, and spread the word. We want to create a movement of happy and healthy people, right? We want to live long, healthy lives free from pain and limitation. That's my goal anyhow. So hope you want to join in too. So everybody have an awesome day, and I will see you on Monday. Bye.